What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today I am using the team that I used to play 16th at the 2017 Pokemon World Championships. It's a team that I'm pretty proud of, and even though I didn't do as well as I did last year, I'm still relatively happy with my finish. So a lot of people requested for me to do battles with this team so they could see kind of how I used it and some my thought process behind the games, and basically give you some insight on how to play it. So I'm happy to oblige. If you want to learn more about the team specifics, I did already do a team report on the specific team, so you can check that out. Yeah, we're up against Lele from Australia, so that's kind of cool. With Garchomp, Tapu Lele, Tapu Koko, Celesteela, Gyarados, and Whimsicott. So this is a pretty threatening composition. He has 3-4 Pokemon that potentially outspeed that have the potential to outspeed my Mimikyu. He's got the option of Whimsicott, which is a pretty scary Pokemon in general. He also has Garchomp, which is kind of a threat to the team. So this is not obviously not a great matchup. So one thing that's noting is Arcanine. So I guess that they have to bring Celesteela to this matchup. So I'm definitely bringing Fini here. I'm definitely bringing Arcanine. I think I'm bringing Togedemaru and Kartana as well. I'm definitely bringing Arcanine up front. I think I want to lead with Kartana here and bring Fini and Togedemaru in the back. This should give me decent options for my Lele is my Fini is really fast, so if I lead with Tapu Fini and he leads with Tapu Lele, then if he's slow and bulky, then he'll be able to get the psychic terrain up, and that's not something that I want. So yes, something I want to keep in mind here is that he has the option of Z Nature Power Whimsicott because he has 2 Tapus and Whimsicott, so that's not something I'd be super surprised to see. My game plan in this game is I really need to preserve Kartana for his Garchomp. Pretty much everything else I can deal with Tapu Fini. Pretty much Tapu Fini and the other two deal with the majority of the rest of the team, but Garchomp, if it because my Fini's not very bulky, Garchomp is a big problem. So yeah, I'm really only leading Kartana to kind of bluff offensive pressure and threaten the Lele and threaten the Garchomp up front, and mainly because I don't want to lead Togedemaru because I want to be able to switch it in, and I want to be able to if Togedemaru Arcanine doesn't offer a lot of offensive pressure immediately, and also he has Tapu Lele, so Fake Out's not going to be very effective against that. Kartana is really kind of just like a bluff here to distract attention away from Arcanine, who I want to be using against the Whimsicott, actually. That's exactly who I want to be using it against. So Whimsicott, Tapu Lele lead here for my opponent, and I'm going to lead with Arcanine and Kartana. This is pretty much the best lead I could have asked for. If I switch Kartana into Tapu Fini here, then there's pretty much no way that my Arcanine... actually, he could be Fake Tears. I've seen variants of this team with Fake Tears Whimsicott. But I don't think it's super likely he Fake Tears is here, because that would mean that that my Kartana could just OHKO his Tapu Lele. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to Flare Blitz into Whimsicott because I need to get rid of Whimsicott because it's going to be really annoying if I leave it unchecked. And I'm going to switch into Tapu Fini here. This covers for even if he is offensive Lele, or even if he psychics my Arcanine here, he won't be doing as much damage, and I will be putting Whimsicott down to its Focus Dash and allowing myself to Extreme Speed it next turn. So yeah, it also preserves Kartana, and I might be able to bluff. I might be able to catch him on a switch to Gyarados here, which wouldn't be the worst thing. Although Gyarados switching in for Whimsicott would be kind of annoying. So yeah, basically I can't let Arcanine go down right away because Arcanine is really important. Lele actually goes for Protect here, so it's not Specs, which is actually much better for me. And he goes for Tailwind, so that's okay. Speed isn't super important in this game. He already kind of outspeeds most of my Pokemon, except for Kartana, but yeah, I do go for Flare Blitz here. And he has Sash. Okay, so that's actually okay because it wastes a turn of his Tailwind, so if I had KO'd the Whimsicott that turn, then he would be able to get a free switch into something threatening. But now that I know that his Whimsicott is locked in here, I can kind of safely, I can just attack here. So I have my choice of what I want to do. I think I definitely want to Extreme Speed Whimsicott because even though it's kind of an obvious switch, if it goes for Endeavor, then I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. So the question is, what do I want to do with Tapu Fini? I could lock into Muddy Water and just hit anything that comes in. I could... Muddy Water hits the majority of the stuff here, but I could go for Muddy Water. The thing is, I would like to Moonblast because it's stronger, but the thing is, if he switches into Celesteela... I'll do this. Yeah, I think this is okay. He actually just switched out Whimsicott here, so if this is Garchomp, then... yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Whoops. Yeah, that's not very good. Turn 2 of Tailwind. That actually does a good chunk of damage. I'm impressed. I should have doubled there. That was a mistake, but I was afraid of Celesteela coming in. Oh, this is really bad. Oh, wow. That might not KO, but it probably should. We do know that Lele doesn't have an item anymore. Still, okay, even though that was like this is like a pretty bad turn, as long as Arcanine doesn't go down, I think we're still in okay position as long as we can get through this Tailwind. But we do need Arcanine to survive. Oh, it's actually into Fini, so that's okay. This is going to do a lot of damage, but I'm planning on sacking Fini at this point anyways. Nice. Okay, it's cool. So, Fini goes into Moonblast into Lele. Doing actually a huge amount of damage. Okay. Let's think. We want Kartana to... Can we give up Togedemaru here? I think we can give up Togedemaru. Oh, he can't Z-move. Oh, he's already used his Z-move. That might be Scarf. That might be... No, it wouldn't be Scarf, right? That doesn't make any sense. I think we go into Togedemaru here. Oh, it's probably gonna... okay, wait. He's gonna go into Celesteela and Earthquake. So I'm gonna go Arcanine into Kartana and Moonblast. Yeah. I think his Garchomp might be Scarf based on this composition. So I think this is Celesteela. Yeah, and this should be Earthquake. But I still managed to preserve my the Pokemon that the two Pokemon that I have to hit Celesteela, so it's not the end of the world. Though I do need to be really careful from here on out. Yeah, he does just go for Earthquake, which is fine. And I do lose my Kartana. I mean my Fini. Yeah, that's adamant damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay, things are starting to look a little bit tricky, but let's think. I can go into Togedemaru here, and I probably want to go into Togedemaru here. There's not really a reason to do anything else. The question is, if I Fake Out and Bloom Doom, then I could trade Garchomp for most, but I wouldn't have any health left. I think this is okay still. So what I'll do here is I'll go for Fake Out into Celesteela. I could also Fake Out into Garchomp. He's got such low HP left on his last two Pokemon that if I can just get rid of one of these, if I can just get rid of Garchomp here, even though I will take a lot of damage from Earthquake, like almost all my health, I should be able to clean up with just Arcanine. So even I'm just gonna let him KO put my Togedemaru down to Sash. The other option here is going for Fake Out into Garchomp, but I'm really afraid of him switching in. Oh, he could actually switch Celesteela into Lele. Oh, but then he'd have to Earthquake himself. He also could be not Scarf. I just assumed he was Scarf because he used his Z-move on Lele, but if he's not Scarf and he has Fire Fang, then I think I lose right now. It's interesting that he didn't bring Gyarados, because I feel like Gyarados... I mean, obviously, what they're doing is really good. Okay, Garchomp switches out, so we get a Beast Boost. Okay, and they lose Tailwind forever. Protect? Okay, no Protect, obviously. Okay, so now, literally with this... Oh, okay, yeah. That's fast Celesteela. Holy cow, that's really... Oh, I guess it's not that fast. Never mind. Okay. So now, basically what happens is, if I can get rid of Garchomp, then I can win... Then I win the game, because Togedemaru is always going to outspeed Lele. So the question is, can I get rid of Garchomp? Yeah. Bloom Doom obviously going to do tons of damage to this Whimsicott. But it actually is important that I pick up a Beast Boost. Because if I didn't pick up a Beast Boost, then I'd be in trouble. So now Garchomp's going to come back in, because otherwise, it just should come back in here. So the question is, what do I want to do? I think I want to go oh, it didn't, wait, Celesteela didn't get Leftovers recovery. That's really weird. Okay, so we've got Celesteela without Leftovers. It might be Pinchberry, it might be some weird item. It's relatively fast, so it could be offensive. We've got Garchomp, who's probably Choice Scarf. We have Tapu Lele, who's near the KO. So this is probably Choice Scarf Garchomp, and I would imagine it wants to go for Fire Fang into my Kartana here. So I actually don't know my rolls with the Kartana. I was never Fire Fanged in the tournament. So 79 divided by 137. Let's just see how much health that is. 79 divided by 137. So I'm at 56%. So if it is Fire Fang, even at -1, it should KO. So I'm going to switch to Arcanine here because, assuming he goes for Fire Fang, I'm not actually threatened by that a lot. So, yeah. And Detect with Kartana to protect it. So, yes. They could just go for Earthquake here. And that would be kind of a weird play, but it's possible. This should also tell us, if Garchomp protects here, for example, that'll tell us whether or not we can expect a Scarf. Garchomp's move here should be pretty revealing. So I'm going to go for Detect, as I said, to try and catch a Fire Fang and get my Arcanine for free. He does go for Fire Fang, cool. Flamethrower, okay, so double, oh, never mind. Did double up. Okay. The problem is that if I just go for Flare Blitz into Celesteela and attack, I'm probably gonna get KO'd. And I really can't afford to lose. Because, okay, if Kartana goes down here and Celesteela protects, then he can just switch Garchomp into Lele, and then when it comes back in, Scarf Earthquake will KO everything. So I'm going to actually switch to Togedemaru here and go for a Flare Blitz into Celesteela, because I'm trying to not let his Garchomp, oh, okay, so it is Scarf, and it actually switches out here, which is super weird, actually. Super weird. Okay, that comes back in, okay. So we need to get, we can't switch Kartana back in anymore, we need to get Kartana in without taking any more damage. This should be interesting. Okay. Arcanine goes for Flare Blitz. This is probably Flamethrower, which is actually super bad. Please KO. Okay. That's unfortunate. This has become one of the weirdest endgames I've seen in a while because... So Garchomp can lock into a move. Oh no, wait a second. How do I do this? The problem is Leaf Blade's not going to do enough, so... This is unfortunate. If he just locks into Earthquake, I don't see how I can stop that. Is there anything I can do to stop locking into Earthquake from running the game? I don't think so. I'm just gonna have to... Oh wait, there is one thing I can do. I need to let Togedemaru go down this turn. Ah, I'm running out of time. Oh well. Oh well. I need Togedemaru to faint this turn, but I think I messed up because I went for Zing Zap. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, Earthquake comes out. I need Togedemaru to faint here. Oh, it's not going to faint. Oh, man, I really messed up. Yeah. Okay, we've got Scarf, Earthquake, Garchomp against these two, with 3 turns left in Psychic Terrain, so I can't... Let's see, Earthquake's doing too much. It does like 60 the first time, so it'll do another 60, and then... Huh. He's not in... Is there anything I can do? Leaf Blade's not going to do enough. I need to go for a double Protect with Arcanine and hope Oh, but then single target damage will make it so that even Leaf Blade won't KO. Okay, I'm going to Spiky Shield and Protect because I think this is my... I need to double Protect with Arcanine to have a chance, because then I can switch Togedemaru out if I can, like, next turn, and then maybe I can bring it back in time. Okay, yeah. Arcanine goes down. So it's going to come down to whether or not Leaf Blade can KO his Garchomp, and I don't believe it can. I need to get Kartana in at the same time as Arcanine, in order to... Yeah, in order to go for Helping Hand Leaf Blade. That was my win condition. And I've already used... If I hadn't used my Grass CMZ, this would also be fine, but I already used it, obviously. So, yeah, this is just a tough matchup. Scarf Garchomp, obviously not the easiest thing to beat. Yeah, Leaf Blade doesn't KO without a critical hit here, so... 1 in 8 times I win here, but most of the time I will lose. So, well played to my opponent. That was definitely really well positioned. And definitely, this is definitely a set where I wish I had 2 out of 3, you know, but cleanly played. Yeah, Scarf Garchomp's just kind of a problem. So, let's see if I don't get crit here. I don't get crit, and I think I'm out of Rough Skin range, so if Leaf Blade crits, then I will win, but if not, I think I will lose. So, yeah, Scarf Garchomp, kind of a problem for this team. Doesn't crit. Yeah, like barely. I just needed like a little bit more damage. Yeah, good game to my opponent. Well played. I think in hindsight, I don't even know if not using my Bloom Doom was a mistake. Or using my Bloom Doom was a mistake. I mean, I could have preserved it, but I thought the Garchomp would stay in there. I also had to make an assumption that he was Scarf. I have to plug this in, sorry. I made the assumption that he was Scarf, but I wasn't expecting... He actually switched out the turn that he Fire Fanged, so that was a good play. I hadn't considered it, so... yeah, honestly, like, no That was just cleanly played, and yeah, that really, I think that naturally showed a weakness of the team, which is that I don't have anything that switches into Garchomp well. Also, not knowing the Whimsicott moveset makes things difficult because I don't know if it has Taunt. So if it didn't have Taunt, I could bring Mimilax, but I didn't find out. So yeah, well played to my opponent. Oh, the big mistake there was letting Garchomp get in for free. I should have gone for Extreme Speed and Moonblast. That was like clearly a mistake. And if I just done that, which I had the instinct to do, but then I started thinking about Celesteela. Even Muddy Water would have been fine there. Like if I gone Extreme Speed Muddy Water, then and I connected with Garchomp, then I would have won. So that was just like kind of a turn where I wasn't thinking too much, and it cost me. Sorry, I have to plug in my DS. Come here. Yeah, it's definitely like this is a team that is hardened to play casually as well because like at Worlds I was like really focused on my play, but here I'm more focused on explaining my thought process. So, oh my god, triple Tapu. Togedemaru. I guess Mimilax? I don't know. I'll go Mimilax Fini, Arcanine here. That way I can showcase both modes of the team. I might want Kartana, but I don't really feel like bringing Kartana. So, yeah. I'm going Mimilax because he only has 2 Pokemon that outspeed my Mimikyu. And one of them is Koko, which he might not bring. And I guess Togedemaru... Okay, he has 3 Pokemon that outspeed my Mimikyu. So it's not easy by any means, but it's not like... terrible either. Yeah, I'll just lock in. So Mimilax here, if I can get like Muck is a problem for this team, so what I'm gonna try and do is go for Z Destiny Bond while I Belly Drum and then Trick Room and then go from there. Yeah. Oh, I guess this is an episode of the Championship Challenge. I hadn't even thought about that. I don't know what episode we're on. Yeah. Triple Tap was threatening. Tapu Bulu is really threatening because it actually hits really hard. If he leads with like Togedemaru Bulu, I might double switch into Arcanine and Fini. But or maybe just single switch to Arcanine and Trick Room. I think that could be solid. But let's see. Yeah, it depends a lot on what they lead and what they bring. So, Julio is gonna lead off with Fini Togedemaru. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna go with Mimikyu Snorlax. So, Mimikyu's not in any danger at all here, right? I don't think I'm threatened at all by this thing. So, Snorlax is probably going to be the target of Fake Out, so I could Protect. I actually think Protect is a pretty solid play because I won't be damaged, and next turn I can go for Belly Drum Trick Room, and I'm just going to taunt the Togedemaru to stop it from encoring me. This might be Calm Mind Fini as well, but Calm Mind Fini is not that threatening. So if Fake Out comes out, that's fine. Not doing anything. I'm going to taunt the Togedemaru. Boop. Now it can't do anything really threatening, and it's going to go for Scald, actually. Into my Mimikyu. Oh, no. Well, something's happening outside. I will let you know. I think I'll Destiny Bond this turn. I was originally planning on going for Trick Room, but if he just if it specs Fini and he Scalds and crits, or if he doubles into my Mimikyu, then I will go down. So, Destiny Bond Belly Drum seems like a solid play here. Oh, and I'm actually faster than Togedemaru, which I wasn't expecting at all. Let's see what happens. I could have Z Destiny Bonded. Okay, Nuzzle. Okay. Scald. Okay. Okay, I should have Trick Roomed, I guess. And I'll get for a Belly Drum. There's definitely noise outside. Yeah, anyway, this game is looking pretty in my favor. Snorlax without its berry is now no longer threatened by Togedemaru, or by Muck in the back. If he wants to prevent Trick Room from going up, he has to basically let me get 2 KOs this turn. He could actually switch out Fini for another Tapu and go for a Nuzzle into one of my Pokemon and then go for full paralysis, but yeah, that would be maybe his best option at this point. Unless he has Haze in the Fini. I could have taunted the Fini this turn because Skull didn't do any damage. I think that's reading a little too deep. If he hazes here, then I'm just gonna have to roll with it. I'll just do Destiny Bond next turn and recycle and then go from there. Fini goes for Protect. Okay, so you actually don't get a KO this turn. Okay, Poison Jab. Okay. Frustration comes out. Okay, and I get Trick Room up. So this should be more or less in my favor at this point. I'll just Shadow Ball. actually, like, primarily to save time. I'll break a Sash if he has one, and don't have to use the Z move animation. Yeah, Snorlax at +6 and Trick Room without, like, a lot of offensive pressure is just kind of hard to deal with, and I should be able to take a couple KOs from here on out. Togedemaru is unlikely to have Protect, given we saw Fake Out Nuzzle and Poison Jab, so it's probably Zing Zap in the last slot, although if he had it, he should have used it that turn. Yeah, and I should be able to take at least 2 KOs in Trick Room, and then my Specs Fini and Arcanine in the back should be able to clean up, so yeah, looking kind of favorable for me at the moment. Wait, he has Togedemaru and Koko, it probably has Discharge, right? He almost certainly has Discharge. Okay, I'm going to Oko the Fini. This will tell me if it's Assault Vest Togedemaru as well. The Shadow Ball. Although I actually don't have my calcs because Mimikyu is really weak. He goes for Nuzzle again. Okay. Into my Snorlax. He might not have the other move. Zing Zap. Shadow Ball. Okay, that's Assault Vest. So I can cleanly KO that next turn. If Koko comes in, I'll Z Destiny Bond. If anything else comes in, I'll probably Frustration it. Yeah, sorry guys, this wasn't the best game to show off the Mimikyu Lax mode just because my opponent didn't really like put on a lot of pressure, but I hope you were able to see nonetheless that, like, I feel like I covered a lot of options. Like I covered Encore, I covered Specs Fini, Bulu comes in, okay. I think I'll just switch to Arcanine so I can KO his Togedemaru next turn and maybe win the game next turn in the interest of time, but oh my god. Okay, I could switch to Tapu Fini to stop the Grassy Terrain animation, or I could switch to Arcanine. I'll switch to Arcanine. He can actually paralyze me now. I'm gonna switch to Fini. No paralysis. And I'll Frustration into the Tapu Bulu, pick up the KO. So this way, Grassy Terrain doesn't make us wait, and also I can just KO Tapu Bulu. And Togedemaru can't really do anything. I mean, even if he zings up to my Fini, it's not going to be doing that much damage, so yeah. Let's see what he does. He still has to get through 3 more turns to trigger him if he wants to have a chance at not getting OK'd by my Snorlax. And that's going to be difficult because, yeah, Togedemaru is Assault Vest, so it can't even protect. And I also have Arcanine in the back to clean up. Okay, thank you. Frustration into Bulu, which protected. Nuzzle into Snorlax. Nope, Fini. Big damage. I'll lock into Muddy Water. Yeah. I could recycle at some point if I wanted, but I am... how do I say it? Since I'm not under a ton of pressure, like, I think it's more valuable for me to just go for KOs, because if I get one more KO, it's just going to be really hard for him to come back from that situation. Yeah. He could switch to Koko here if he has it. He could... Maybe switching Togedemaru out at some point would have been good for him, because that way he could have used Fake Out Pressure to slow down my Snorlax for a turn, though I do still have Z Destiny Bond in the back, which is going to be difficult. Oh yeah, also I have Z Destiny Bond at some point. So he actually switches Bulu out into Garchomp, so Garchomp's going down. Frustration into Garchomp should pick up the Yoko, and if it has Sash, then Muddy Water would activate it. Muddy Water would pick up the KO. Take some rough skin damage, and Garchomp goes down. Poison Jab comes out. This should be into Fini. Oh, actually into Lax. Okay. I respect that. Muddy Water does not miss. So, in this situation, next turn I'm just going to go for a Frustration into the Togedemaru, because I do still have Arcanine in the back. And I know that Togedemaru can't protect, so it seems pretty safe. I could recycle here. Like, if this were a tournament... If this were a tournament, I would still Frustration to the Togedemaru, because it's like... In order for him to KO my Snorlax, he's going to have to attack it, and then... I'll get Arcanine on the field with Intimidate. I'll get Tapu Fini in to reset the terrain. I could even bring Mimikyu back in at this point. Like, for example, if I bring in Arcanine and my Snorlax goes down, and then I can bring in Mimikyu. Like, I can bring in Mimikyu and Z Destiny Bond, switch to Fini, and then switch back into Arcanine, and then he just can't do anything. So, yeah. Feeling like a pretty good position from here. And that's the thing about Snorlax. Like, sometimes you can just, like, blow through teams with Snorlax. He doesn't go for Protect. So, it maybe looks like a prediction, but really it's just kind of like a safe play, because I know that his Togedemaru is Assault Vest because I Shadow Balled it. Or Mimikyu is really weak. That's the other option. Mimikyu actually is very weak. Base 50 special attack means you're not doing much to anything, ever. Yeah. I just hope he doesn't use a Z move, because that'd be kind of annoying. Although I think Flare Blitz should Oko. But we'll see. Okay. Cool. Alright. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to leave a like. I'll probably be doing some best of 3s against known VGC players / YouTubers, just so you guys can see how this team functions in 2 out of 3 format, which is what I built it for. I don't think that crit mattered in the end. Yeah, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any feedback, feel free to leave it down below. Sorry for the lighting. I know it's not amazing, but I don't have a lamp with me, so yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.